Welcome to the Stranded TCG channel. It's been over a year since I last made a video, so I'm excited to be back, even if it's not a crazy big video or anything. But we're just gonna be looking at a game I had between Wheat in the Stranded TCG tournament. I was using the Rose deck. If you've been out of touch with Stranded, I have remade the game recently. So, new artwork, in my opinion, much better artwork. Slightly new mechanics, but it's basically the same game. It's going to be re-released pretty soon, so that'll be fun. You can buy it if you want. So me and Wheat were playing. It's the semifinals, I think, for the tournament, and so I go first. So I'm using a Rose deck, which is it's a fixed gain deck, so it's trying to win by playing defensively and then gaining fixes using the Rose support. So Overgrown Rose is my active character, which allows me to discard a Rose from my hand or deck, which is very strong, very, very strong effect. So I'm going to get rid of a Scarlet Rose, which is the best Rose. So get rid of that one. And then my hand is pretty good. I had a pretty good starting hand. I don't have Beautiful Garden, which is the best card to start with in the Rose deck. If you start with that card, you basically win, because you can use Overgrown Rose, Trilioax, Beautiful Garden, and win pretty fast. But didn't have that, but that's okay. I had Horse, which is a really good card. Golden Rose, really good card. Baby Pig, good card. Catapult, good card. Chicken Leg and Enraged Furnace are still good cards, but not as good. So, yeah, overall, though, this is a pretty good hand, but I didn't really do anything because I was going to wait until next turn so I could have 6 coins, which is the optimal amount of coins for a horse play. Because Horses says you can pay up to 6 coins for each coin paid above 2, draw a card. So if you pay 6, that's the most amount of cards you can draw, and it gives you the best value on the card. So that's what my plan was. Now, Wheat was using a Shroom deck. The Shroom archetype, if you know Stranded from the original game, is one that you might be familiar with because it was a pretty big archetype. There's 2 archetypes, really, the Eyes and the Shrooms, and they're both still in this game, but as you can see, there's Silk Shroom and Spiky Shroom, which are 2 new Shrooms. Spore Shroom is not new, but yeah, the Shrooms are really good now. So he's using Trilioax. He got rid of those 3 Shrooms, which is a crazy first turn play. Silk Shroom searches the Shroom. Spiky Shroom lets him deal 1 damage and draw a card, or not draw a card, gain a coin, and then Spore Shroom does 1 damage. He searches the Infestation, which is one of the best cards the Shrooms have. It was a pretty good game, but Roses are pretty strong. Shrooms are good too. It just really depends on what cards you have. I just had better cards, I think, which is how I won. Spoilers for it, but I do win this game. Stranded is going good. If you want to play the game, I will be trying to do tournaments fairly frequently. You can also just play casual with other people. Join the Discord server. It'll be linked in the description, along with depending on when this video comes out, I will have the link to buy the game, although I doubt it'll be out by then, or I doubt it'll be ready to buy by then, so... But yeah, you can buy it, or you can join the Discord server, play online on untap.in for free, completely free. It's a pretty fun game. So yeah, I'll be doing tournaments fairly frequently. This one has a prize of 1 month of Discord Nitro. Normally they won't have a prize, but who knows? Maybe I'll try to do like small cash prizes or something like that. So we'll see. But yeah, so here's what I was doing. I use Overgrown Rose to discard a White Rose. Now I have 2 Roses dead. Then I'm going to switch to Trilioax, and I'm going to use Trilioax to discard 2 cards to give me 2 coins, so I have enough to do an optimal horse play. So those are gone. Now I'm at 7 coins. I pay 6 for horse, which will let me draw 4 cards. And the cards I draw are not going to be the best cards. If I remember correctly, I don't think I draw any good cards. Let's see, though. So I believe I'm going to draw Beautiful Garden from this. Yep, there it is. Beautiful Garden, which is the best card for the roses. And then Novice Soldier is pretty good, not the best though. And then Businesswoman is going to come in clutch later. Not really clutch. She's just going to add more fuel to the fire of me already winning. But yeah, so I get Scarlet Rose with Beautiful Garden, and then that allows me to revive Golden and White Rose, which is 4 fixes per turn, which is pretty good. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, so White Rose, if it's free played by another Rose, it gets +1 fixed value, which makes it very strong. So the deck I'm using does not have all the roses. There is Scarlet, Golden, Blue, White, and Pink. I am not using Pink and Blue. They're good, but they are not, for a tournament deck, they're not optimal. So I only use what is optimal, and they weren't. So yeah, but the new Stranded is, oh yes, he played Stone Miner, which is the only card in the game right now that can get rid of structures because the game only has 50 cards. Set 1 is a 50-card set, which is pretty small, but there's enough starter deck cards and enough just cards in general so that it doesn't feel too small and there's not too much repetition, but usually the decks will have the same, they'll be like our decks are not completely unique. In fact, we have the same character, Trilioax. We have the same, some of our cards are the same. He probably has, I don't know. Well, I have Businessman, I think, and I have Stone Miner as well, so there is definitely overlap in cards because it's not enough big of a card pool yet, but set 2 is going to come out fairly soon. There's already some cards up on Untap, so yeah, there will be, once set 2 is out, there'll be like 100 cards to choose from because there'll be, double. So then there'll be a lot of options, but yeah. So I'm going to get rid of Enraged Furnace and Novice Soldier here with Trilioax for 2 more coins. Now I'm at 5, and I'll pay 1 for Baby Pig, and then 4 for Slime Monster. So Slime Monster costs 7, but I can pay less if I discard cards, but I can only discard up to 3. So I discard 3, so he's only a 4 cost, which is really good. He's a pretty good card, so I'm going to play that card. So I am set to get 12 fixes this turn. 12 fixes, which is a lot of fixes. That'll put me at almost half as much as I need to win. You need 40 to win. I would be at 16. However, he's about to do a very annoying play and play Cannonball, which is a surprise card that negates all the fixes I would gain that turn. So I gain no fixes. Super annoying, but now he has no cards in his hand except for 1. So this puts me in a good position where I don't have many cards in my hand, but I have a good board that would allow me to win if he can't do much. So he's going to switch to Noble Knight, which wouldn't do him anything really, although a play he could have done here that might not want to do is use Trilioax, discard the card so he has 3, and then use Noble Knight to draw a card. That might have been helpful, but I don't think it would have changed much. So I switched to Guardian. I'm going to bring back Scarlet Rose, and this is a really good play because then I get Scarlet Rose and Golden Rose. So this is going to give me a whole lot of fixes. I don't know how many, but I think it's like 16 or something. Let me see. I'm about to add it, but yeah. So roses, once you get them started, they can go crazy. So yeah, I'm at 17. That gave me 13 fixes. So now it's his turn, and he's going to, let's see. He doesn't have a lot of options. He's going to play Bow and Arrow, which is going to -5 my active character. So that does a lot of damage. That puts me down to 8, which is pretty low. But unfortunately, he does not have the damage to defeat me. He just did not have the great aggro cards. He didn't have as many damaging cards as he needed to stop me. So he's going to get rid of, or he's going to add Silk Shroom to his hand, but then dynamite it. So now I'm at 4 health. Because his Shroom Tree does 1 damage every time he gets rid of a Shroom. So then he can search a Shroom with Silk Shroom. So he's going to get a Spiky Shroom, which is one of the best Shrooms. And then he's going to pass the turn, I believe, which will get me really close to victory. This turn is going to go crazy. Yep, so my turn. So draw a card. It's Catapult. Catapult's a good card to have in your hand. I'm going to play Businesswoman, which is going to give me 6 coins, because Businesswoman gives you 1 coin for every support you control. I had 6 supports besides her, so that's 6 coins, which is a bunch of coins. So 6 coins. Can't really do much with them, because I don't have any cards in my hand that I can play, but it's never bad to have a whole bunch of coins. So I have 6 coins. I'm going to use Garden Guardian to get a Horses, because Horses is just a great card to have in your deck. Just draw power is always useful, especially in Stranded, where draw power, mid game to late game, you usually have 1 or 2 cards in your hand at all times. So having good draw power is definitely a necessity. So I'm gonna get rid of that get rid of that Rose, and then in my turn, and this is gonna put me all the way up to, I believe, 31. Yep, 31 right here. So I win next turn if he can't stop me. So he really can't. I mean, if he somehow managed to kill all of my guys, I think I could probably make a comeback. If somehow he wiped my board, I could switch to Garden Guardian, use Garden Guardian, bring back Scarlet Rose using the other Scarlet Rose. So then I bring back the Scarlet Rose. Scarlet Rose brings back, that would put me at, let's see. Oh yeah, so this is just for fun. He drew Card of Sea, drew Comet Crash, but even if he had Comet Crash, I still would have blocked it. But yeah, if he wiped my board, I would then get back to 7 fixes per turn. So just by having Garden Guardian as the character and having 4 dead Roses, I can consistently generate 7 fixes per turn, which is pretty crazy. The Roses are a very strong archetype. But yeah, thank you for watching this semi-short video. I was just kind of yapping the whole time, but I hope that was okay. So make sure to join if you're interested in playing my card game. It's very fun. I really enjoy it. It's not too long. It takes like 20 to 30 minutes usually for a game, which may seem long, but it goes by really fast. It's just a great game to play. So join the Discord server. Be on the lookout for when I publish the game you can buy it physically. Have a good rest of your day. See ya.